told you that you can send notices in two ways, from online or offline. Offline means you the member can go to the diary section and they can give a paper form of the notice, and then diary member will create that notice for you. But in online, member can log into their own dashboard, and from online submissions they can go to this notice panel and they can create a new notice from this new section. So we just created this notice right now, and now you can see this is red. This is red because we have not sent it to the next level yet. So when you click on this again, you'll get these two menus, edit and send. So if you want to edit it again, you can do it from edit menu, or if you just want to send it to the next level, then you can press on send. So when you have sent this notice, you'll get a pop-up, and now you can notice there is a diary number on here. So it means you have sent this notice to the diary section, and here you can see the way you have sent the notice, if it's online or offline. And in diary login, you can get your receipt notices in here notices column. So we created this notice right now. So if you click on it, you can see there's business type, asked by, received date, time, subject, priority. And if you here attached paper by member, this is what your online generated copy that the member automatically goes from your member login to here. But if you want another revised copy of your notice, suppose if you've made any changes, then you can attach a new file from here. Or if it's same as online, then you will click it, which means that the file that you received from member dashboard will get attached in your diary also. So when you confirm it, print taken, this notice will then go to legislation section. You will receive your notices here in pending notices. So from here, like if you can select, so when you get it from typist login, then you typist can add in all the details. So actually from your diary login, you will get this notice in legislation in notices pending. So from here, you can filter all your notices from according to desired date and filter this. So this is the notice that we created, and you will get this in assign for typing. So from here, you can assign a typist uh, for your notice. For example, you gave it typist login, and then you assign it from legislation section. So now you will get this notice. So in typist login, you notice that now we have this notice here and its count has increased from 4 to 5. So when you open it, you will receive this attached copy, and then here you can add in diary number, paragraph, or if you want to edit something or add on more to this, you can have a title, details, business type, submitted by, and receive date, receive time, other signatories. Like if you want this notice to be sent to some other minister or member, then you can select it from here. And then this is the minister that the member sent the notice to, and this is the department. And then typist can add in some remarks, that if it found any discrepancy or something, then they can add remarks and send it to proofreader. And here also there is a column for adding remarks and attaching a file. Then you have successfully sent this to the proofreader. So now proofreader can see it in there. So now from typist you get it to proofreader, and this is our notice. Here the status shows pending. Now when you click on it, the proofreader can proofread all of that the typist has written if it's correct, and he can also make changes if he finds there is something wrong or like some spelling mistake or whatever. Then here you can see where the notice came from. So like there's a whole remark history from typist, that the typist that gave the remarks to the proofreader, we can see that here. And then proofreader can write his or her own remarks and then submit this to legislation if he finds everything is correct. And he can also choose a file if he wants. So now in legislation login, you will see from here, you can select on notices, and then you get this notice that came back from proofreader. You will get them from notices sent, notices pending. So now you can see here in the legislation login, you will get these remarks from proofreader and from typist. The status shows pending because legislation has to approve this for it to be sent. And then in legislation login, you can, the legislation department can change. You will also get this PDF and then this notice, business type, diary number, and department asked by, subject, final comments, remarks, history. Now here no legislation, you can change department. uh, Clubbing and bracketing can be done from legislation department. And legislation can also, either they can send it to previous level, or they can make changes to it, or they can save it. Save. And when they check that everything is correct, they can freeze it. So here also you have a remarks or comments section. You can add comments, attach file, and then save. And in this tab stages, you can view the stages that the notice has been gone through. So when you send the notice from legislation, then you will get this notice in secretary login for approval. The notices in notices pending, you will see that you will receive your notices in notices pending. So here also secretary sir has the option to edit the given notice. And here he has two options. He can either send the notice back to previous level using this button, or he can approve the notice, add their comments, and when secretary approves a notice, you will receive this in notices sent. So now some states have the provision that if they want their notice to be approved by speaker, then they can also add that in super admin login. They can click on a checkbox that there is a requirement for speaker approval also. Then from secretary login you will receive that notice in speaker login, and then speaker sir or ma'am can approve that from there. So here when secretary sir approves the notice, this is the final approval level that on the notice that we created. So does anyone